We've reached a point in NBA 2K21 where we've seen everything. We've seen every build, we've seen every badge, we've seen every play style, we've seen every dribble move, we've seen every dunk, we've seen it all. Except this build right here. This build is called a two-way playmaker. And instantly it reminded me of a video I made in 2K19 where, you guys remember the point forwards? Well, I played on a build, it was playmaking primary, secondary defending. And it could speed boost, it played just like a point forward, but it was a lockdown at the same time. Now this build is a little different, alright, so the name is the same, but my boy Papa Snagger made this build after his favorite player, Charles Barkley, as you can see. I mean, it looks just like Charles. And shout out to him for letting me borrow the account, first of all. The link to his YouTube channel will be in the description if you guys want to check out how to make this build and whatnot. But two-way playmaker with a glass take made after Charles Barkley. Let's look exactly what he did to make this thing. All right, so 6'6", 252 pounds. That's exactly what Charles was listed at when he was playing in the NBA. Now, obviously, his weight probably fluctuated, especially as he got older. We know Charles put on the pounds, but 6'6", 252, glass takeover. Of course, glass takeover, because even at 6'6", would you believe that this man averaged more rebounds per game for his career than centers like Shaq, Hakeem Olajuwon, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Yep, all those guys and even more, and he's only 6'6". Now you see the stats. The shooting isn't super great, but I mean, it's Charles Barkley. You know, he wasn't a great shooter. You know, he gets all the contact dunks. Good defense, really good rebounding. He gets the pro dribble moves 15, 15, 27, and 30. Obviously, you get Hall of Fame rebounding / defensive badges, and then this build gets Hall of Fame playmaking badges as well. It's a very, very unique build. It just gave me the hope that 2K22 is going to be diverse in terms of build system, because playing on a build like this actually made current gen fun. And we all know current gen is pretty damn dry at this point. Y'all gotta check out what I was doing on this build, man. If you haven't already, though, drop a like on the video and let's get right into it. So first game, as you can see, I'm running with boy Maker. He's on his play shot. So I'm playing the big man spot, but you're gonna see me do everything. You're gonna see me ISO, you're gonna see me set screens. Look at first play, set the screen, pop to the corner, wide open, big green. Now I can already see the comments from people that are Barkley fans or know about Sir Charles. You guys, he's not a good three-point shooter, though. I know that. Trust me. I know that. And this build is not a good three-point shooting build. It has a 66 three-pointer. But again, it's just the jump shot, bro. I'm telling you, if you haven't tried the jump shot that I posted on TikTok, my TikTok is at @I'mJoeKnows. Go check out that jump shot. Put it on any low-rated three-pointer build, and you will see you'll see a huge difference. All right. So anyone that doesn't really play 2K, I just want you to understand, I'm not out here on a build that can just spark threes and thinking it's Charles Barkley. This build is not a very good shooting build, but it's just the jump shot that I have on it. It makes the green window open up so much. It makes it so much easier to shoot. But look at how nice of a person I am, man. This dude is literally lagging out of bounds, or I think his controller died, because look, I literally wait for him. I'm like, no, I'm not scoring on nobody. Get back over here. So he must have got new batteries. He comes back out here, and yeah, he still gets cooked. So maybe he should have just left the controller unplugged. I don't know, but we're out here cooking, right? We got 11 points. He decides to just play back. So all right, curry slide, pull up, big greens yet again. Look at how this build is moving, man. Like 252 pounds, 6'6", glass takeover, and it's just such a unique build. It actually made the game enjoyable for a little while. Check this out. Drive past him, spin back, crossover, speed glitch baseline, throw it down. I mean, it just gives me hope, bro. It gives me hope that 2K22, we get to see unique builds yet again. And I don't blame anyone right now. Look at pause. You could do the little pause and cheese that all the big men do. You could do it all. It just gives me hope 22 builder is more diverse than current gen. Like, y'all gotta realize, it's not just the builder needs to be diverse, it's the gameplay has to allow diversity, right? This game, you can make any builds you want, but there's no reason to make other builds besides play shots and paint beasts, because the other builds, you're at a huge disadvantage. Even on this build, you're at a huge disadvantage. Let's be honest. A 66 three-pointer, I don't care how good you are, you're not going to green every shot. If they just sit in the paint the whole game, eventually you will miss a shot. Now, the mid-range is actually pretty damn consistent, as you're going to see in the games coming up. But just overall, you're at a huge disadvantage. I want it to be like 2K20, where every time you get on the court, you play a different build, you play a different lineup. Or even 2K19 with the double archetypes, you guys remember? Every time you get on, you play a different lineup. People, sharpshooting rim protector, sharpshooting rebounder, glass cleaner, pure rim protector. Like, there were so many different, just big men builds, guard builds. You had shot creators, sharpshooters, play shots, play sharps, sharp plays, shot plays. Like, there was so much build diversity back then. It made the game way more enjoyable, in my opinion. And I just hope 22 is like that again. I hope whatever builder they go with, it doesn't have to be double archetypes or pie charts or anything. It's just, can we please have a game that allows build diversity? If we have that, it will be so much more enjoyable. Trust me, I'm so bored of 21 current gen. I literally can barely even stream the game. Like, I get on stream 30 minutes an hour and I hop off. But playing on a unique build like this, it made the game feel different. Look at, we're contact dunking, we're shooting threes, we're speed boosting, we're a heavy, strong, but 252 pounds with I think 70-something strength. Like, we're a very unique build. And that's what made the game feel fresh to me while I was recording this video. I played for a good 45 minutes. We played 7-8 games, and I couldn't believe it, but I actually enjoyed myself for those 7-8 games. But let's talk about Charles Barkley, because I've never made a video on Charles Barkley. He's not even in 2K, by the way. They don't even have him on the rosters. I'm pretty sure he said if you're not going to pay me, I'm not going to be in the game, or something like that. I don't quote me on that, but it has something to do with the money. I remember hearing him talk about it one time. But I've never made a Charles Barkley video. So, what do I think about Charles? I think he's one of the most underrated players in NBA history. When you talk about all-time greats, very rarely do people bring up Charles Barkley. And when people think about Charles, they probably think more about him from the TNT broadcast with Chuck and Ernie and Shaq. And, they think about Shaq clowning him for not getting a ring and all that stuff. So I think part of the reason is probably just that people, when they think about Charles, they just think, oh, well, he never won a championship. Well, his teams never won a championship. You know what I mean? The dude was a league MVP, unbelievable rebounder at just 6'6". I mean, you guys heard what I said, and you can look it up. Dude averaged more rebounds per game for his career than Shaq, Hakeem, Kareem, and the list goes on and on. We're talking about some of the greatest centers that are over 7 feet tall in NBA history, and he was 6'6", and he averaged more rebounds per game for his career than those guys did. I mean, that's pretty incredible. But as you can see in the gameplay, man, this dude is literally recording TikTok dances mid-game, so they just start leaving us wide open. So Makery sparking threes. Eventually, I'm gonna get in on the action. I'm not just gonna sit there and watch. I gotta spark it up with this build a little bit. But like I said, Charles Barkley, probably one of the most underrated all-time great players, because nobody ever really brings him up, but he was definitely crazy. And this build, I mean, it looks just like him, pause, but the thickness of the build, Chuck was a hefty dude at 6'6", but he was explosive athlete. He would rip down rebounds, go coast to coast. Chuck was definitely a special player, and Papa Snagger did a good job of capturing him with this build. I think, obviously it doesn't play exactly like Barkley. I mean, you have to go with how the gameplay is in this game. Obviously, Chuck wasn't out here dribbling like Kyrie Irving and stuff, but look, a quick stop, pull up, big greens back to back to end off the game. We actually shot flawless that game. We were 5 for 5 from 3 as a team. I was 2 for 2 from 3. So don't think I'm just out here showing you highlights and I'm going 2 for 30 every game. We were literally sparking it, even though obviously, like I said, those guys basically gave up. But we got one more gameplay here for you, wrap up this Charles Barkley two-way playmaker video. And as I said, he did a good job of capturing Barkley with this build. The only thing I would say is maybe the post moves should be higher, but I understand, you're trying to get as many badges as possible, so it's you got to cater towards what the game makes you select. But Chuck definitely played with his back to the basket at times, so I would say the post moves and strength should be higher. But in terms of how the game allows you to make the build and how the gameplay is, obviously, you want the dribble moves way more than you want the post moves. It makes sense, you know what I mean? So, but overall, one of the most unique builds that I've played on in terms of just I've never seen anything like it. A two-way playmaker, glass take, 6'6". I was talking about the mid-range before, remember? The mid-range is definitely way more consistent than the three-pointer. Look, he's just playing in the paint, so I'm just running, making sure he's not going to contest the mid-range. Just basically run at him, curry slide, he gives me enough space, I pull up back-to-back greens, and then that one's white. But as I said, really just a fresh, unique build that I haven't seen before this year. I mean, it reminds me of the post playmaker build, except this is at small forward, so you get different badges, different animations. You get the Hall of Fame ankle breaker instead of gold ankle breaker. And anyone that plays this game, you guys know ankle breaker badge is literally so broken, so having it on a Hall of Fame is just insane. But it's a build I've never seen, that's why I decided to post it. I don't plan on doing many more 2K21 videos. I'm basically burnt out on this game. I feel like I've milked it for everything I can. I feel like I can't really give you guys anything fresh and unique, but hopefully we get some more 2K22 news. I'm hoping that we get a taste of the builder. Of course, just like last year, as soon as I hear about the builder, I'll break it down for you guys in terms of what to expect and what we can see. So if you guys are new, make sure you subscribe, man. I know it's a slow time for 2K right now, but within 2 or 3 weeks, once 2K22 drops and we get all the new gameplay, new build videos going, it's gonna be crazy, and the grind is gonna be real. Big 1 million subs coming soon. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. I'll talk to you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.